In Baltimore, Amtrak is doing what has been done to a lot of black communities through the history of America, where they are laying down railroad track, or they usually try to build developments, or whatever happens to gentrify us out of our neighborhoods or put us in harm's way with toxicity. Case in point, in Baltimore, Amtrak is trying to run their rail through a black community, and one of our sisters in Baltimore is sounding the alarm. Let's go ahead and roll it.
Please hear me out. Amtrak is harming predominantly black communities in West Baltimore. Amtrak is moving train tunnels from a predominantly white community to predominantly black communities across West Baltimore. They are proposing a project that is going to cost mass displacement in our community. Our community is in the path of bulldozers by way of Amtrak, who knew that this project would disproportionately harm black and low-income communities in Baltimore. We filed a civil rights complaint against Amtrak for their racial discrimination when it comes to our community, and on May 8th, U.S. Department of Transportation and the FRA had said that they accepted our complaint, our civil rights complaint against Amtrak, where we asked for them to halt construction. Here we are today, and they have not stopped their construction activity. We had asked for Amtrak to halt its construction because of the seriousness of the claims in our complaint. It is so frustrating that we submitted a timely complaint with evidence and research. It was about 35 pages, but yet there is construction that is still happening. Transportation does not have to displace or disproportionately harm black communities. There could be beneficial transportation systems without going about it repeating the past historic sins of our country. Why is it too much to ask to not place a ventilation facility directly next to an elementary school? You can see it in the background where I am pointing. Why is that too much to ask for? We are in the zip code with the second highest pediatric asthma hospitalization rates in the state of Maryland. If it happens here, it will happen to other predominantly black communities across America.
Now, the governor of Maryland, and the only black governor, is Wes Moore. Now, this sister needs to contact Wes Moore and say, hey, brother, we've been filing court cases. Can you use your power as a governor? Because governors have a lot of power in the state. Oh, yes, they do. Can you shut down this? And it's okay for them to have transportation, but let's figure this out another way where you're not displacing black Americans and you're not putting harmful chemicals or anything that could harm the black people in this area. The sister said they already have health issues in the area as it is, and they're going to go and do this, but they constantly doing this. Now, she said they're taking it from the white area and put it into the black area underneath a so-called black governor. You see, let me tell y'all something. They'll put a black person in place and they'll really start accelerating things against black people. And what y'all have shown them is that when a black politician's face is on it, y'all not going to be as fierce about certain things. But if you had a white politician's face, you would be. So really, that's the cheat code for them to do whatever they want to do to black people. Just find a black face that's willing to do it or go along with it, and y'all not going to say much about it. Same thing with Barack Obama. Barack Obama did a whole lot of things that was wrong. Y'all didn't say much because it was a black face. Now you got Kamala Harris. Let's say if Kamala Harris wins the election in this year, whatever Kamala Harris decides to do, y'all not going to say much because it's Kamala Harris. And that's really the cheat code. If they be honest, that's why the Democrats put her up. Because you think that black America is going to really benefit with the presidency of Kamala Harris? You think African countries or anything else is going to benefit? Remember when Obama was in office, Africa got AFRICOM. They didn't do that prior to that. That's a military force put in the African continent. So they need Kamala Harris to not only do things here in America, but to do things abroad as well. That's why they put her up. But Wes Moore, what are you going to do, brother? I mean, this is your time to step up. You're the only black governor in America. Black people should be able to depend on you. But what I normally know about the Democrat Party, don't hold your breath.